So today is October 27th, 2022, and we are beginning our homestead building adventure. So I've got Brady, our oldest son, is coming out with us to get started here. I guess I should tell you what our plan is. So we first heard about this place a few years ago, and they were just in this initial stages of trying to develop this and the idea. And I saw where it was located, and I told Bobby, "Oh, I'm not interested in that. Out in the middle of the West Desert, there's not going to be any water. That's not going to be good." So we didn't even look further into it much or anything, probably for a year or so longer. And then it got brought up again somewhere else. Somebody else mentioned it, and we heard more about it. So I thought, I'll take a look and see what they're doing out there. So went ahead and started checking into it again. Oh, it looks like it's actually happening, and we should, just for fun, check it out again. So we did. And I can't remember exactly when it was that we actually finally went out here for the first time, but there was absolutely nothing out there other than a mobile home that had been used as just an office, or just the place had been a farm. For years and years and years, it had been a farm, and they grew various crops out there. But there was already, I think, 5 big wells out there, and they had wheel lines and everything else. But years ago, whoever was running it quit farming out there. The wells were in disrepair. But the property had been farmed, so we knew it could grow stuff. So anyway, when we went out there the first time, there was nothing out there except for that building. And I told Bobby, I said, "Man, you've got to, if you're gonna buy a piece out here and build a homestead, you've got to have some vision, because you're certainly not buying it for what it is right now." But when I found out that there was water available, and not just a little bit of water, but plenty of water available, then I knew that place could turn into an oasis out there. We could grow trees and bushes and our crops and have animals and everything you need to do to have a really nice homestead. And the other thing that we loved about it was the fact that it was going to be a community of like-minded people who were wanting to be independent, self-reliant, and that wanted to help each other to get that way. And that's one thing we've seen out here, is that the people here are amazing people. Everybody's looking to help each other. I mean, like Eric, who we're going to meet out here, just totally volunteered to help us out, even though I haven't even met him yet, but because we're all trying to do the same thing, and we didn't know for sure how to dig our own septic tank hole and put in septic, but we wanted to do it ourselves. He's like, let me show you how to do it. Let me tell you how to do it. So he's going to help us out. And that's incredible. That's wonderful. And that's the kind of community that we want to be involved in. But we were pretty excited when we found out that there was going to be a plentiful amount of water out there. And I think that we're already starting to see out here how this community can grow. You're starting to see some greenery out there. People are planting trees. It's pretty awesome to see. So it's going to be an adventure for sure, and that's why we're filming this, is because we want to be able to document our adventure trying to create our own homestead, and in my mind, create a legacy for our family, for our kids, and hopefully grandkids, etc. Even if they don't want to live out in the middle of the desert, if it's a place to go to that is an escape and all, that's wonderful. So that's what we're planning on doing. So it will be an adventure for sure. So this place that we're going to is a homestead community. There's 1,250 acres of land that is divided into homestead lots and agricultural ground. There's 250 homestead lots. Most all the lots are around 2 acres. Some are a little bit more, up to, I think the biggest lot is 3.9 acres. We happen to have 3.1 acres. I wanted to have a little bit more land than just the 2. There's already roads out there, although they're improving the roads at this time. There's about 34 families that are living out there full time, building their homes. And there's only one person that's actually completed their home and received their occupancy permit. The rest of the people are in various stages of building their homes. I think there's a few more that are just about ready to receive their occupancy permits. This community is completely off-grid, so there are no utilities out there whatsoever. So everybody's responsible for putting in their own well, putting in their septic, using solar, likely to power their property. The whole point of the whole community is people who want to be self-reliant and grow stuff and provide for themselves their own food. There is availability of internet out there through Starlink, which I guess some people would say then you're not totally off-grid, which I guess maybe that's true. I think everybody has their own definition of what off-grid is. So a lot of people out there are doing work online, remotely. But most people are having to make a living somehow while they're still out there, of course. So some people are still going to jobs, other people are working out there. Just depends upon what they've got going on. Okay, if you look off in the distance out there, there's just basically nothing out there but sagebrush and weeds and stuff. Actually, been a couple times we've been through here where there's been wild horses out here. Just a little bit ago, there was a pronghorn that was running across the road. The other day when we were out here and we were coming home, we saw a coyote. but nothing much there. This is a farm that's just on the south end of Riverbed Ranch, on the south end of our property. There's actually some green stuff in the middle of nowhere here. They grow alfalfa here on this farm. Well, today is our first official day heading out to do some work on the ranch. Brady and I are going out to dig a septic tank hole. We don't know what we're doing, but we're supposed to meet somebody out there that does know what he's doing, and he's going to give us some pointers. We've got a backhoe reserved, and so we get to have fun learning how to use the backhoe and dig a big hole. So it should be fun. So here's our first glimpse of Homestead community. Probably can't see anything on the video, but it's right up ahead. A little wind out here, so I decided I better put on a hat. What do you think?
It looks really good. I like it.
Make me look like a garden gnome.
Yes.
I can't see my bird. Got that, or
Alright, so my dad's filming about what hat to wear because, you know, we have a serious day ahead of us, and he wants to spend his time messing around, talking about hats and everything. I'm like, look, let's get some work done. It'd be cool if he could take this whole project seriously. But, well, you don't know my dad, but I know my dad. He's just goofing around the whole time. It's really frustrating. Got to, you know, deal with someone as immature as him. So, what? I'd give my first impressions of the area. It's not nearly as crappy out here as I thought it would be, which is good. We got trees a lot closer to us than I was expecting. This mountain here is closer than I was expecting, so it's not too bad actually. And apparently there's just a ton of water flowing underneath us. Yeah, and you know, like on a beautiful day like today, it is, you know, has a rugged beauty to it. Would I want to live here? No. Am I going to live here? For a bit, apparently. But 10, 15, 20 years, rest of my life, who knows? But yeah, it's definitely not as bad as I was expecting. Yeah, and it's not too cold when the wind's not blowing in late fall. Ooh. Well, all right. If you guys want to see that, head on over to our Patreon and our OnlyFans accounts. We don't have those. All right, so we're measuring out the, I don't know, crap, totally blanked on what I'm supposed to be saying right now. We're measuring stuff out. So we got our So we're measuring how far in to septic tank right now. Got measured 247.5 feet in. We only have a 100-foot tape measure, so I'm out here running the distance to measure it.
Long ways.
I don't know what to say.
All right, we just picked up the backhoe. Brady's driving it. That was fun. We're heading down to the property. Unfortunately, I missed him doing having the first experience of driving it, which is just turning it on and getting it all set and backing it up. It was kind of fun. Took a little trial and error just to get moving. We did have Eric come and show Brady how to do that, so that was good. But we're gonna head over to the property. We're going to stake it out. We got to locate the spot for the septic, and
All right, well, we've got the area of the septic tank stenciled out, so now I'm going to just hop in the little excavator, little John Deere here, and start digging it. You know, my dad, you know, caught a little clip of me driving it earlier. And that driving it earlier was my first time ever, you know, moving one of these things. So we'll see how it goes. That was terrible. This was like the hardest part to me. Just lining it up to back up to it properly. Don't have a great reverse mirror in there, you know. I think we're good. I think that's close enough. We'll have to see what the experts say. Just gotta. There we go. There, across there. there. It's smaller than I thought it was going to be, which is good because it's way later in the day than I thought it was going to be when we started digging, which I believe my dad would say as well. It's much later than he would like it to be. Yeah. We'll see how it goes. Clint was out here whining about there being nuts in the banana nut muffins. Well, we didn't know they were going to be banana nut. We just thought they were going to be banana muffins. Whining about there being nuts in them. He had another one because he left the bag open. Some people.
So we finished up the day and are heading back. It's dark now. We had to keep digging with the backhoe into the dark a bit, but not too much. It took us 5 hours with the backhoe, which is, oh, guess what? There's a bump. So it took us 5 hours with the backhoe, which I was very happy with that. Whoa, look out, little bunny.
Oh, gosh.
Oh boy. We just about got a bunny. I didn't feel any bumps, so I think he might have escaped. But anyway, I was pretty happy with the way it went. Of course, there's a big learning curve there. But I think
We're good.
there's a big learning curve there, but I think by the end we were both doing a little bit better. We take turns on it because I can't say we exactly fit in it that well because we're big guys. So after a while it was time for a break. But all in all, I found it went pretty well.
Yeah, I thought it was a really good day. Like I said in some other clips, it's much better out there than I thought it was going to be. And especially as I spent time out there, it just seemed to get prettier and prettier to me. So that was really good.
Actually, I've been out there a number of times, and it was the same way with me. Just being out there all day and working there, it was like, just really felt good. I mean, I was excited. I thought it was a great day. In fact, I was just telling Brady before we even got on the video here, I said, you know, I had a fun day today. It was good. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah. Yeah, it was definitely a fun day.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which is always good when you can describe a day full of work as fun.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because except for when we stopped to eat, we were pretty much working the entire time we were out there. It was like, if we weren't, getting advice from someone or setting up equipment, then we were working and had a good time the whole time.
Yeah. It's good working with my son. I think Brady and I, we seem to enjoy working together.
Yep.
I think it's fun.
Oh, it's not Pat.
We've seen about, 30 rabbits on the way home here.
Yeah.
Just barely missed several of them.
Luckily, it seems like there's quite a few, so if you get one, population should be okay.
Yeah, one or two, what I understand, they propagate like rabbits, so should be okay. And I don't know if Brady, we'll have to check the video, but when the sun was going down, the sunset was gorgeous. Oh my gosh, the blue color was amazing with the clouds and all. Really cool. But sometimes that's hard to catch on video.
No, I took a bunch of videos and a bunch of photos, and they all looked really good. And we'll insert them now in the video.
Look at them now.
Oh my gosh, they're gorgeous.
Hopefully they turn out, because it was beautiful. Yeah, it got it was a little chilly at times. The wind picked up a little bit, but it wasn't terrible at all. It wasn't bad, but it was it was cool, and with the wind blowing, it got a little chilly when you weren't working hard at the time.
Yeah. When it was early to mid-afternoon, it was nice out. All you needed was a hat and a jacket. It was good. But when that sun started to go down, oh my goodness, my hands were getting cold.
It started cooling right away. Yeah. But so the hole itself, we're still going to have to do some finish work to it. We didn't get down in the hole at all, so we'll have to do that on Monday when the septic tank's supposed to be coming. Try to find out exactly what time that's supposed to be coming out, and we'll be able to get out there and do a little shovel work and stuff to clean the hole up and make sure it's level and everything and exactly the right height.
I'm just getting tired.
All in all, great day. Great first day, I should say.
Yeah.
Hopefully most are like that again, so
Fingers crossed.
yeah.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Ciao.